All right. All right, so good afternoon, happy lunchtime. Welcome everyone to our December holiday meeting for the National Forum of Black Public Administrators, the Mid-Florida chapter. My name is Jaleesa Harris, and I'll be leading us today and turn over to Carla later on. First off, we'd like to welcome you and thank you all for sharing your holiday memories. So we'll start off by sharing our holidays now, our holidays back then, and way back then, maybe when you were children, perhaps some black and white photos. We'll follow that by featuring a few local Black-owned businesses in the Orlando, Central Florida area. And we'll have a little activity using Poll Everywhere. So make sure you have a phone or an additional computer that you're able to access. And our thanks to you will end that with our President Carla Johnson providing some remarks. So let's share some of those holiday memories. First, we have Carol Clark and her families. And if anyone wants to comment on their photos, feel free.
I was just going to ask, is Carol Clark going to tell us who we're looking at?
Yes, ma'am. So we're looking at my granddaughter, Gianna. She's 8 now. And the other person in the picture is my niece. Her name is Amaya, and she's from Houston, and she spends every Christmas with us.
Oh.
The only thing is this year, she and her dad could not come for Christmas, so they came for Thanksgiving. And the picture on the left is us at the Dr. Phillips Center when I took them to the chocolate Claire and the chocolate Nutcracker this year.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Take me next time. All right, thank you, Carol. The next one we have is Paige Bonita, her Festivus cocktail mocktail. Is she on the line today and wants to tell us anything about her chosen recipe? I can't see who's online, so you guys let me know.
I don't see Paige.
Okay.
Listed here.
All right, well, we'll be sure to upload a copy of this presentation to the chapter website so you guys can access it later and if you want to try and make this drink. Moving on, we have Berenice who helped create this presentation. Berenice, would you like to tell us a little bit about your dog, Blue?
Oh yeah, this is about 2008.
Okay, you're breaking up a little bit.
My mom was coming back from work and was carrying this like shaking bag. I'm like, what in the world is in this bag? And it was, can you hear me?
So he was a dog that your mom found, is that correct?
He was a family friend's dog. She was traveling abroad, so she gave him to us and he got spoiled for Christmas. So that's our picture of him.
Oh, what a lucky dog. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So we have Blue here. Next up, we have Yolanda.
So the first picture actually is a family tradition we started probably back in 2015. So our family decided to come together before Christmas. And so on the 23rd, we would come together. And I think that was like the first year we came together. And so everybody's sitting there looking at old pictures. So in photo albums and sharing. And so we'd have food and play games and everybody just kind of coming together like we did when we were growing up. So it was always a great time. 2019, of course, was the last year that we were able to all gather together. And so it's always good to be able to look at those pictures because a couple of folks who were there aren't with us anymore. So great memories. And then the other top pictures are me at those events over the years. The picture of the Christmas tree is here in my office. I think that was a couple of years ago. We had an employee who would every year right after Thanksgiving, Miss Phyllis would come into the office and literally dress the whole office with Christmas trees and decorations down all throughout the office. And so people would come in like little kids, always wanting to see how she would dress the office. And then that last picture is a picture I took just the other day in front of the Christmas tree that we have in our office. So that's my holiday photos.
Awesome. Thank you. Yolanda always has holiday spirit for like everything. She is fantastic. All right, cool. And moving right along, we have myself. My parents are really big into Thanksgiving, not so much into Christmas. So I usually go abroad every Christmas. This was my last one, which was in China, obviously during the pandemic. So I went in December 2019. Great timing, but it was wonderful, great trip. I was glad to see a lot of my friends and family in China and make it back to America right before the shutdowns. So that was my holiday. And we have Ralphetta and her family. Would you like to share?
Well, this is, I couldn't find the picture of way back when. I tried to find the picture of my sister and I in Santa's lap when we were younger, and it's not making itself apparent. So this was actually this past weekend with me and my husband and our, I will say our 15-year-old son on Disney cruise. We had the opportunity to spend some time and build some family relationship this Christmas. And so was able to get back in time to share a picture of us in our holiday pajamas, which everybody says adults don't do, but the two of them accommodated me and played along with my little whim of let's all do holiday pajamas together. And so very excited to spend the holidays with my new family as my traditional family has changed and ebbed and flowed. So, one door closes and the window opens. And so this is my new window to my new family and new world. So thank you all for the opportunity to share.
Thank you so much for sharing that. We appreciate it. Wonderful. And we have Shuvela McFarland, who is our membership person, and she's going to be reaching out to you guys a lot soon. But Shuvela, would you like to comment and share your holiday memories with us?
Good afternoon, everyone. So what you see before you, when my kids were younger, I have 4 adult kids now. I always bought them pajamas for Christmas. So they came to expect pajamas for Christmas every year. And after they, got married and had their own families, I figured they would not want pajamas from mom anymore. Well, that has morphed into now their families as well as my family. We all have a theme for Christmas. So last year it was sports themes, football, NFL team. So that's what you see on your far right. And that is my mother in the center, and then one of her great-great-grands. So you see about 4 or 5 generations of the family in that one picture. And our dad is always in the back with his hat on. But you see my kids and my grandkids and my mom and dad all in our NFL gear or your favorite team. And in the middle, that was 2019. And we were at my daughter's house. So we all had on like a bear themed checkerboard, red and black. And we kind of sat on her stairs and took a group photo. And over to the left, my daughter, Michaela, who's our Army soldier, she's in the black jacket. She has been accustomed to us giving to charity. We normally adopt a family. We put up a tree, get a wish list and give them toys or whatever the mom may want for her Christmas list. So instead of doing that for last year, we actually went out into the community and gave out blessing bags. So we walked around in the, like in the public housing community, passing out bags. We went by the library, passing out bags. Anywhere we saw someone in need, that's what our family did the day after Christmas. So that's what you see before you.
Wonderful. That's a great.
That. I was thinking everyone has a bag there, so it seems like there was a lot of shopping, but your explanation really helps with the photo.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was guessing. It's like, oh, it looks like they're volunteering. That's great. I love doing that during the holidays. Thank you so much, Shuvela.
You're welcome.
All right, and Carlo, our president.
Good afternoon and thank you. This is one of the pictures I submitted, and it's probably not particularly meaningful in the context of looking at my family necessarily, but I'll explain it. I had a couple more photos, but I was a late arrival, so they didn't get added. But this particular picture is actually my nephew. I call him my nephew's son because he's just that close to me, key to the house and everything. And then in the background there is actually my mother, and my mother is 82 years young. And every year for the last 43 years, my mom and us as a family do what we call a Kinta Claus run. And basically my mother plays Santa Claus, and we go through the entire town of Eatonville and pass out Christmas presents to the kids and the seniors throughout the community. This is I'll just say it's a mission because, as I said, she's done it for 42 years. And we as a family have been a part of that unit the entire 42 years. So imagine me in elementary school, dressed as an elf, handing out gifts to the town of Eatonville. We purchase gifts throughout the year. In some cases, they are donated. The U.S. Postal Service a couple of years donated to us, and we do this every single year. Again, just one image of that. And I would say, I think I'm bridging between what Shavela and her family do. It's all about community service. And I will say last year was the first year out of 42 years that we did not actually go out and distribute those gifts. The town of Eatonville's police department and previously their fire department, when that was in place, do an escort for us to do this parade of gift giving. So that's, I'll call it a tradition in my family.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. So now we're going to transition to a little bit of featuring of some local Black-owned businesses, especially some up-and-coming ones, as well as some well-established ones in the community. So the first is a new one of my personal favorites, Table Ghost Kitchen. The guy on the left is Ryan McKenzie. He became really, really popular during the pandemic, starting up selling cookies, and he has expanded to tons of other foods and desserts now, and has partnered with Asia Kitchen. So you can order his cookies via Uber Eats by selecting Asia Kitchen. So he is at a lot of farmers markets and a lot of events around the Central Florida community. Super active, super friendly guy. And I just think that you guys should check out his products. And as I said before, we will upload a copy of this PowerPoint, but feel free to take a screenshot right now if you want to save it. All right. Next over, we have Carolyn Skincare. She has her own skincare line, but she is mostly known for her skincare services that she's been providing in Orlando for more than 10 years. She is at Winter Park Skin, which is on Lee Road in Winter Park, so just down the street from the Whole Foods. She also serves with Orlando Health Hospital, and she helps patients who are going through chemotherapy or having or have had burns, and she helps them with their skincare and just, you know, getting back to, I guess, a sort of normal self. So she provides medical services through the hospital as well. You can visit her website, carolynskincare.com, and that's where you can either purchase products or just book her services. She is very, very COVID conscious, I would say. So if you're looking for a spa service provider that if you're, you know, particularly antsy about COVID, this is definitely one I would recommend. I've used her before in past, and she's a great person. All right, and we have Nasia Hastings. She is at Dolce Vita Salon. She specializes in haircuts and color. And she's really, really popular for for cutting, actually for men, but she does a lot for women as well. So her salon, she doesn't own it, but she owns rents a booth there, and she's located in downtown, north downtown area of Orlando. So feel free to go to Dolce Vita Orlando or check out her Instagram. And these pictures on the right are just some of her work. And she actually does my color now. She's my new stylist. I did not pick all of these places, but I have used them. And the last is Mylika Morton, CPA, Esquire. She is the owner of ASAP Tax and Law. So that's also the web address, asaptaxandlaw.com. She's a highly rated CPA, and she can provide solutions for business owners. And as you see in the picture, you can get started with a free consultation if you're interested. We are glad to highlight some of these community partners, and we will move on to a little bit of an interactive portion. I told everyone to have a phone or a computer available to them, and you will go to pollev.com/mid-Florida NFBPA 637. So I'll give everyone a minute to go there. And I also need to navigate to the site so I can activate the activity. So give me just a moment. Okay, and let me present this on the screen. So it is active. So if you go ahead and respond to the poll, it should show your results on the screen. So can you guys, let me change the share so you guys can all see it. Okay, here we go. Everyone can see it now. Any last call? It looks like a lot of people are trying to avoid sugar this year. I'm also in that boat. But actually my second favorite, I like the spearmint candy canes specifically, the green ones. Those are really good. All right, so it looks like our group is, okay, Chocolate Santa is gaining a little bit. All right, final call. So it looks like avoiding sugar is going to be the top priority this winter. Remember, there are tons of natural sugar alternatives such as monk fruit. I use that in my coffee. I use 1 packet of raw sugar and 1 packet of monk fruit sugar, which has 0 calories and is still sweet and does not have the aftertaste of stevia. So I do recommend monk fruit to everyone if you're trying to avoid sugar, but there are tons of other ones as well. So there are options out there.
Where do you get monk fruit?
So it's monk fruit sugar. To be honest, I'm not sure where you buy it. I think you just buy it at like Target and Walmart, but I got mine from TJ Maxx because it was in the snack aisle. All right, so we have one more. So let me go to our next activity. And the best winter holiday movie. So same poll. So you'll just type that in again or visit it again and just type in your best holiday movie. If you type in, so it's gonna look a little weird, by the way, because I think it just separates the words, but Lifetime movies are always best. I think Home Alone is popular. Anything, all right. Oh, Miracle on 34th Street. Grinch is a popular topic. Looks like Hallmark is beating out Lifetime. Interesting. Okay.
Hallmark offers African-American themed movies.
Oh, I see. Oh, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Okay, so it looks like Grinch, Hallmark is pretty popular. Home Alone is pretty popular, Disney movies. All right, so this will still be available for you guys, but we're gonna move on to the next one. But thank you guys so much for sharing and just, seeing if we have some consensus between the group, and it looks like we do. Our last activity is going to be a little reflective, not too deeply. Your favorite place to spend the holiday season. So whether that's a particular city, a country, the ocean, your bed, the office, I hope not, but if you really love work, you love being in your office, sure thing. Oh, Santa Barbara. Have some West Coast people in this group. As if there are not already beaches in Florida. Oh, someone has a hammock. Nice. Who is that? The person with the hammock. Do you want to speak?
It was actually the club at Hammock Beach.
Ah, that's the tricky part about these word games, is that they separate words. But
I love the club at Hammock Beach. I'm like, Tim, I'm there with you.
They have a heated pool.
oh,
I
nice.
love that place.
Yes.
All right, so Carla, we have to have our executive board retreat there, apparently.
Duly noted.
Okay, family and home seem to be the big ones. House, front, I'm not sure what word that's supposed to be with, but those are good. Grandma's, fireplace, nice. I like these. Cool. Thank you guys so much for sharing. That is the end of our polls for today. So let me switch back and share the appropriate screen to take us to the next portion of our quiz. It's a bonus question. So you can just open your microphone or type it in the chat box if you have the answer, but make sure you have the right answer. What discovered on December 25th, 1653, Christmas Island is an external territory of which country? And do not Google the answer.
Too late. That's what I did.
Yeah,
I won't answer then.
I was gonna say C. Only reason why I was gonna say C because somehow, Jaleesa, I thought that would be just real interesting because of your travel.
My
And
own
that's why I
personal
put
bias.
Thailand. I answered Thailand, knowing Jaleesa and her love of the Asian continent. I was like,
I didn't make this question. So no bias here. All right. No one else wants to try giving the answer? You can just unmute yourself if you'd like.
I saw it earlier, so I won't cheat.
Okay. So the answer is Australia. Woo. It was not Thailand, but Thailand's really nice for the holidays as well. So just wanted to share a quick, factual item in there. And you may have seen this morning, there was an email that we have holiday gifts for you, just small tokens to show our appreciation. It's been a long 2 years we've been in the pandemic. I have no idea. And once again, we're here virtually, so you can just click the form, and if someone can, maybe I can do it, I'm not sure. The forms link was sent out in the email to the chapter, so you have it in your email inbox, so please open the email. You'll just register and you'll be able to select which pickup location, if you want to pick up at Public Works, Orlando City Hall, or the county admin building. We have Ralph Fetta's office at Public Works, Timothy Johnson at Orlando City Hall, he's on the 6th floor. And the admin building, we have Yolanda's office, and there's contact information and location information in that form when you sign up. And for people who may just have other access barriers or perhaps don't live within the Orange County area, we can mail a few, but please keep in mind this is a limited option, but it is an available option. To register, the deadline is going to be Monday, and you need to pick up by Wednesday because people have to go on vacation. And just so you know, the items will not be available until tomorrow. So please do not come today. And we'll take it away and give it over to Carla to give us some ending remarks.
All right, well, Jaleesa and Bernice and the rest of the team, thank you all so much for pulling together our holiday season activities here as part of our Mid-Florida chapter meeting. I'm going to just add a couple of business items on to the discussion before we dismiss, one of which is to remind everyone that we are right now in the midst of accepting nominations for our executive board positions going into next year. We will be having elections soon, and the deadline for submitting nominations is this coming Friday. Lorenzo can perhaps elaborate a bit on that. Friday, December 17th. Is the deadline to nominate someone for the offices that we've previously discussed. President, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and we also have a historian and a parliamentarian. So please express either your interest and nominate yourself or nominate someone that you believe could serve in those capacities. And nominations, of course, are limited to folks who are NFBPA members. If you've got any questions about that, please reach out to Lorenzo Williams or myself. I'm looking forward to everyone engaging in 2022 with us. I also want to ask the folks who are a part of the executive board, if there is any other information or announcements that you'd like to share at this time before I officially close us out.
Carla, I just sent in the chat information about our new website. If everybody, before we leave, would go there quickly, nfbpa-midflorida.org. You'll see our new website. And I want to send a special thanks and shout out to Jaleesa and Lori for working diligently on this with me to make it happen. I think it looks great, but I'm partial. And so let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you see anything that we can improve. But I think it's a far cry from what we had. And I'm so proud of our team. The other thing I want to say is that I've reached out to a young lady today to see if she wants to do our social media going into the next year. And so we're happy to be moving things along. Thank you.
Carla,
Thank you, Carol. Anyone else?
did Shavela have something? I have something.
I'm going to speak on the membership drive that
Go
the
ahead. Oh, go
national
ahead.
chapter is doing. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think that we have enough time to participate with what they have going on, being that we just found out about that this week or the end of last week. So I'm looking to do some other things for our chapter later on in January 2022. So it's not to try to put pressure on everybody to jump on the phone call tonight and distribute that information. But if somebody else has a different idea, then please let me know.
Thank you, Shavela. Got it.
And
Roberta?
I have an announcement. I got a text message from an individual who is actually a friend of mine, Cynthia Curry, who is also a prior president of NFBPA, a national president of NFBPA, and she has been selected as the interim city manager for the city of Gainesville, Florida. And she texted me and said she needs my help. So I'm reaching out to our chapter of NFBPA, and not that I'm trying to move you out of the Mid-Florida chapter, but she says, I am looking for a director of administrative services overseeing finance, HR, risk management, and also a division director for HR. And she is asking for any names or potential candidates who might be interested. They are both full-time positions with the city of Gainesville. And she says that the director of admin services is full-time in person and the salary is negotiable. So I know one of the pieces that our chapter is trying very diligently to do is to make sure that we keep all of us informed of career opportunities, career advancement opportunities. And so Cynthia worked for a long time in South Florida with City of Miami and Miami-Dade County, and has now transitioned to this position with the City of Gainesville. And in our conversation, she has indicated they need help. And they need a lot of wonderful professional help. So if anyone is interested, please let me know. Don't be shy about contacting me. I won't tell your boss. I promise that you may be interested in a career opportunity. These would be two wonderful career opportunities and provide for a time for someone to work with an African-American female with a lot of wonderful connections across the country, and a lot of mentorship types of possibilities with these two positions. So if anyone's interested, just reach out to me and I'll connect you with Cynthia through this process.
I was about to say that we all have far-reaching contacts out in the community. So this is a great opportunity to perhaps, contribute. NFBPA has great goals and mission, and this is an opportunity to support one of our fellow public servants up in Alachua County, Gainesville. My cousin is the chief of police there, and he spoke at the forum when we were here in Orlando. So I support that community, and ask that you would encourage others that are not current employees of Orange County government. Byron is on the call here. That you would encourage others to, because I have some vacancies in my area, and I'm constantly looking for great people also. But certainly we want to support Gainesville. So if we have those contacts, let's go ahead and do that.
Well, that's my hometown. So I'm encouraged to hear that we have an African-American serving in that position, and I want to reach out to him. Levon, that's home, right? Hello, Levon.
Hey, I'm sorry. I missed what you said. I can barely hear for some reason.
Okay. I said that's home for us, is it not?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I was thinking that. I was like, that's a temptation.
That's home for us. Levon, most of you all may not know Levon. Levon's family and my family know each other from back home. My cousin was her babysitter long time ago. So anyway.
Yeah, we love Levon here, so yield not to temptation.
Yeah, well, no. I understand. All right. Oh, Cynthia Curry, I know her. Yeah, she's from Miami.
Yes, she's from Miami-Dade, and
I knew her from there. Okay.
She's there from as the interim, but the wonderful thing is the city council elected or appointed her to that position by a unanimous vote, which in Alachua County and the city of Gainesville is not the norm. So she's up against a challenge. And because she says they are somewhat behind the times in their application of services, etc. So Tim, I've already told her I have given you her phone number, and she said thank you. So she is expecting your call.
Okay, she may remember me, but anyway, yeah. Let me also say the school board there And Alachua County had, I believe at one point, 4 African Americans on the school board, which was somewhat unusual. So there's a lot going on in the Gainesville area. But great, thank you for sharing.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share or any conversation you'd like to have? We've got a few more minutes here. Whether you're a board member or not.
I wanted to share that Orlando Utilities Commission will be putting out a job announcement in the next few months for a chief operations officer for Orlando Utilities Commission. That's one of the major positions with OUC. So I will share that information as soon as it's released to the public.
Is your current person retiring?
Yeah, he's retiring.
He's retiring, right?
Mhm.
He's been with the organization quite a number of years.
Quite a number of years, right? So they're expecting a lot of publicity behind the position. And so they're going to be advertising it externally so that it's open to everyone. And it's going to be done by a recruiting company. I think it's ZRG Partners is going to be the recruiting company. So it won't necessarily be on OUC's job board. So I'll share that information as soon as I get it.
Awesome. Well, I'll share some good news. I passed my AICP exam. So in a couple months, I'll be a certified urban planner, joining Carla and Byron Brooks.
Congratulations, Jaleesa. Also joining LaVon Williams as well.
Awesome.
And I think that's it for on this call. Congratulations. That's a wonderful milestone.
You.
Anything else? Any other good news? Okay, so I'll take a minute
Hey,
here to
Carla,
yes.
I'm sorry, she's not on today. Her hands are a little busy, but I don't think she would mind since we have shared here in our office. But our own Danielle Wolf has become a mother. So yes, baby Clarity was born on December the 6th. She was 5 pounds 3 ounces. And so mother and baby are doing well. And so we're excited about that, to have a new addition to the building safety team here. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to being able to virtually right now love on Clarity, little Clarity, and just very much excited for Danielle and her husband as they have their new addition, their early Christmas gift, if you will.
Well, it sounds
Wonderful.
Like
thank you for sharing. Did I hear someone else?
No, I was just saying it sounds like a very happy holiday.
All right, so I want to again say a hearty thank you to you, Jaleesa, and to you, Bernice, for coordinating our holiday gathering today. I am particularly just excited about Bernice jumping in as a new member of the NFBPA family on such short order, working alongside Jaleesa to pull this together. Just 3 weeks ago, she joined our chapter and already took a leadership role in preparing today's gathering. And I just want to express my appreciation to her, again, along with Jaleesa, for all of your work in coordinating today's gathering. I also want to thank each and every member of the Mid-Florida Chapter NFBPA board, as well as everyone who I call NFBPA members and friends and family who joined with us each month on these meetings, for your engagement and for your desire to advance the mission of NFBPA and to allow NFBPA to be helpful to you as you pursue your professional aspirations. That is the foundation of what we're here for. And so your engagement allows us to accomplish our mission. I know that on a monthly basis throughout this year of 2021, we have endeavored to provide different opportunities for us to connect and be trained and really learn from one another, as well as learn from external experts in their field on a number of different diverse topics. And I hope each of those sessions has been helpful to you throughout this year. Again, I want to thank the team here who has worked to pull each of those meetings together on a monthly basis. They've all been very helpful, very diverse in topic. And I certainly have appreciated what I've been able to gain from each of those conversations. I want to remind you, as Jaleesa announced, that the Mid-Florida chapter has prepared holiday goodie bags for everyone. And so please register for your goodie bags so that you can pick them up at the appropriate locations. And again, just conclude with a really heartfelt wish for you and your family for a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season as we wind down 2021 and prepare for 2022. So on behalf of the Mid-Florida chapter of NFBPA, I just want to wish you all the best as we enjoy this holiday season and an even better 2022 for each and every one of you all. Thank you for joining us.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
For the season, everyone.
Happy holidays. Jaleesa, Bernice, thank you.